Welcome back, everyone. We're here for Singles Pool Wave A. I'm Gumbo SSBU, my co-caster.
Yeah, I'm Noxel.
We're going to be giving you guys Singles Wave A. We did miss a little bit of it off stream. We had some really cool sets like Poogie Broken, Poogie taking it over with a huge pop-off. But we're super excited to get into this next one.
Yeah, it's going to be super exciting. We've had some upsets already a little bit early. You mentioned Poogie, right? Obviously, we're from Houston. Yeah. We know Poogie, known for his pop-offs, right?
And that one was absolutely crazy.
That one was huge, yeah.
It lasted like a full minute.
Oh, no, yeah, for sure.
Everyone in the venue knew what was going on.
Yeah.
Some people actually paused their sets to listen to what was going on.
Yeah,
no,
the crowd was wild around the set. But here we go. We got Snore and Shadic starting us off. Snore, obviously a very strong Bowser player from Austin. Shadic needs no introductions, right? On a national scale, he's done so much already. So it's going to be super exciting to watch these two bring us some action.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm impressed that we have this as our first set. This is an absolute treat. One of, you said Austin's best, and Shadic, like probably the second best in Texas. And oh my God, an F smash going to be able to go through for Snore though, taking it, making it look like Shadic's not even top in his city.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, obviously, Shadic is such a strong and well-known player, but you can't disrespect any of these sleeper, not as well-known names who are also incredibly strong, and Snore obviously one of them. Shadic, though, is going to find a really strong edge guard here. Yep, back air is going to take that.
That was absolutely insane. Taking it from like 50% just with an edge guard, that's a Bowser disadvantage for you. Probably one of the worst disadvantages in the game, and Shadic is able to capitalize on it. But Snore extending this advantage state, great grab combo. And with Bowser's ledge trapping, this might be rough. And the up smash going to be able to take it. 2 stocks to 1 over Shadic. We know Shadic's a little bit of a, he takes a little minute to go, but once he gets over, it's pretty much over for his opponents. Just got to be able to get it before he can make those adaptations.
Yeah, and I think Bowser's such a great character at doing that, right? The call-outs that you can do with Bowser to kill the opponent at such low percents. And we saw right there, just the strength of Bowser's ledge trapping. How well you can condition options, because all of your options are so scary as Bowser.
Yeah, there's some of these options. There's Corrin right here. I mean, you saw he hitting the pin, not going to get the sweet spot there, but this neutral from Shadic is just so good.
Yeah, and obviously the ledge trapping from Shadic as well. We saw that earlier, and not to mention the ledge trapping. The jab is going to get him out of center stage, but gets caught out of his dash, and yep, going to punish that. That's the thing with Bowser, right? Obviously, the Bowsers will mix up when they use that downer, and when they use that down, be out of disadvantage. But if you can find it, easy punish, and Shadic takes it right there.
Exactly. It's so easy to get used to seeing Bowser's up in the air and just wait for them, and Bowser's take full advantage of that when they're coming back to disadvantage. And with the back air, ledge trapping as well, as strong as you said before, gonna take game 1 over Shadic. And Shadic, usually needs like a game or 2 to warm up, but he's gonna have to step it up right away if he wants to be able to take this set.
Oh yeah, for sure. I believe they were actually just playing in doubles against each other just now, so I mean, the two of them obviously have been playing each other, so there are probably some habits that maybe they've sort of carried over from doubles. Obviously, doubles very, very different from singles, right? Like,
but nonetheless, yeah, met each other in grand finals. Shadic was able to take it over Snore and Ray, but this might be his revenge right here. He says, "Catch me in singles, man." It's just gonna be a different story.
Exactly. No, for sure. Getting the run back, and so far, I mean, like you mentioned, just like it feels like every time each one got the other on ledge or off stage, they found the kill off of it.
It was
both ways.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
It didn't matter what percent it was. It could have been at 100 or 50%. Everyone was dying.
Yeah. Yeah.
That Bowser forward air off stage is absolutely insane. And that back air with Corrin that spaces for you and is a disjoint, absolutely crazy. I can't wait to see what we see here. Going on Smile Battlefield, no stage changes.
Yeah, one thing I think that's interesting about Shadic, there are a lot of top players who will run it back to PS2 the whole set, right? But Shadic is definitely someone who will think more about stage picks and will actually utilize the counter picks. And we see him going to a smaller stage here in Small Battlefield. Right now has a ledge trap. Oh, yeah, caught Snore without a jump. He's going to be able to take that easily.
That was so fantastic for Shadic. Just like you said, as soon as you go off stage, it's absolutely done for. You're gonna have to make the most of using that jump and air dodge to get to stage and trying not to use that up as Bowser.
Yeah, and in a game or a set where the advantage state is so strong, it really comes down to who wins neutral more, right?
It's like we're watching Smash this before.
Exactly, right? It's so crazy. Ooh, another ledge trap here for Snore. Wow, yeah. Second time now we've seen Snore get caught out of his dash with a down tilt. That's one thing you have to be careful about.
God, armor. That would have been insane if that took the stock on Shadic's part, but able to sustain this lead. Like we said, he's a slow train, but once he gets rolling, you do not want to be in his way. With the up smash, gonna completely take back what I just said.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's the thing with Bowser, right? You just need that one hit, and obviously you're gonna sort of bite the bullet on the fact that you're gonna eat a lot of percent when you get hit, but if you can carry that momentum every time you do get a hit, that's all you need with Bowser.
Exactly. Being the heaviest in the game, you get a lot of opportunities to have those huge callouts. And here goes Shadic with another edge guard right there. Just showing that incredible edge guard from Corrin.
Yeah, I think it's kind of interesting, right? Because we're seeing right now, one of the strengths of Corrin as a character is how strong her advantage state is, how good her juggling is, and it feels like both of these characters have that similar weakness when they're off stage. Kind of limited recovery. I love when Shadic does that. The way he utilizes the pin to set up tech chase situations, it's so creative. It's not something that is very intuitive with Corrin, but he just has that down.
Oh, but you have to give props to Snore's recovery there. I'm mixing up with the mashing and the down air to get him to ledge faster. That is absolutely incredible.
Oh, wow.
Showcasing a huge part of Bowser's advantage. Using those mix-ups, going for the edge guard. They're not going to be able to get it, but he SDs. That's going to be the put on the last stock situation. 170% Bowser with rage, but the pin's going to be able to take it. Game 2. We're going to game 3.
Yeah, I mean, I know there were definitely people whose heart skipped a beat when Shadic lost that last stock, because we've seen it, man. With Bowser, we've seen it, right? Those are the situations where Bowser is the scariest. Is when because he scared Shadic into that SD game too, right?
Yeah.
And so a lot of times that fear carries over with Bowser, just in terms of the mental factor, right? Like the psychological game within the game. And good stuff, Shadic staying composed. That's sort of the mark of a lot of the top players, right? They don't really let that get to them, and was able to close it out because of that. So great stuff to Shadic.
Exactly. I'm not gonna lie there. I thought it was last stock
Dude,
for a second when he
yes.
SD'd, and I thought that was just the whole set. I'm so glad we get to see a third game with this, because these players are absolutely insane. Just like you said before, the callouts are ridiculous. The only difference between these two characters is that Shadic dies earlier.
Yeah, and even then, like, Shadic can sort of circumvent that a little bit with edge guarding. Like, if you can gimp early, right, it sort of makes up for the fact that Bowser's not gonna die until, like, the high hundreds, right?
Yeah.
So definitely something to look out for. Yeah, very strong counter pick here for Snore. Smashville, a very small stage, so you have to fight up close with Bowser. Bowser can kind of suffocate you a little bit, and then just the kills off the side can be really threatening from center stage on Smashville.
Yeah, I agree. This is probably Bowser's best stage. I don't know why Shadic would leave this open here. This is for any heavy character, you do not want to be here, because that center plat makes the side B kills so early to connect with.
Yeah, that's another underrated part, right? Landing on that platform, the fact that it's higher up from the stage itself is going to lead to earlier kills. Yeah.
Great. There's an F tilt from Snore right there, and getting it back into the ledge trap. We've seen these are deadly right here. Going for the down B ledge trap, not able to secure it, but now he's in a juggling situation.
Yeah, now Shadic's going to set up an edge guard of his own. Yeah, he's going to respect the recovery. Just back off. That is smart. Yep, slow and steady, but he still has Snore in the corner, and that's the important part.
Yeah, I was going to say Shadic's really good at making Corrin's biggest weakness of not killing. Not really show up a whole lot, but Snore's doing such a good job at surviving here, just playing patient, just like you said that Shadic was, and it's going more in Snore's favor than Shadic for sure.
Oh wow, yeah, an opportunity maybe for a back air. There's just going to get as much percent as possible, but Smashville does have a little bit of a higher ceiling compared to like an FD, so the up throw didn't kill, is going to be able to get the up B anyways. Snore now a little bit on the back foot, and evens it right back up.
It's so smart from Snore as well, because he knows that if he shields at late percents, that grab won't kill him to like 200, so he has no reason to just not hold shield and try to get like an up B or side B.
True. I mean, we saw it, right, with the up throw not killing right there, so definitely a very strong option, and came up clutch for Snore. What's the ledge trap going to be?
Are we going to see it again? This is about the percent where Bowser gets to play the game again.
Yeah. Definitely Rage Bowser, so scary, but yeah, back air off the side is going to do it. One thing I'm also realizing now, maybe the reason Shadic left the stage open, he does get some tech chases on that middle platform, and you know how much Corrin loves covering the platform with that giant up there, right? So maybe there's something there too, and yeah, the juggles have been really just intense from Shadic, and reversal?
Yeah, getting a juggle situation, but that back air gives you so much momentum and able to reverse into that side B right there, getting in a ledge trap situation, but the S smash is going to go right through it. Snore needing to play a little more aggressive. He wants to make this comeback, and he knows it, so he's swinging big right now.
Yeah, we see the up smashes. We saw a couple of them land, right? Like, that was obviously a huge factor in keeping Snore in the game, going for that F smash there. Almost doing it, but I think that might have been a little bit of rough DI. It was kind of a situation where I feel like Snore was not expecting that option.
And either way,
So-
I think Snore was dead there for sure. Just going
Yeah.
in the ledge trap in the offstage situation against Corrin, that was so
Yeah.
insane. He was definitely trying to dash back off the platform and just got the DI mix up from that pin there.
Yeah, it's just one of those unfortunate situations, right? Like, you can't be ready for every single situation, so sometimes you're expecting one thing, you think you can get away with the dash back, and instead it ends up being your downfall, right? But like you said, I mean, even if he managed to live, he was still in an edge guard situation or a ledge trap situation, and Shadic was just making such good use of that, you know, it probably, you know, it's very likely Shadic converts anyways.
Yeah, Shadic did not drop those once throughout the entire set, I don't think.
So, yeah, good stuff, Snore. Keeping it very, very competitive, obviously taking that game 1. And had the callouts on point, right? Like, that's what you have to do with Bowser and with these heavier characters is, you know, people always sort of meme about like the Sheik versus like heavies, you know, oh, Sheik hits you 50 times and then you get hit once and die. But that's like the mentality that you have to have when you're playing a heavy character is, I'm going to lose neutral more times than not.
Exactly.
Right? But if I can get those 1 or 2 big hits and really make them count, that's how I win the game. That's my win condition. And obviously Snore understood that, but Shadic just a little bit too strong of a player and is going to be able to close that out.